Hello, and welcome back to Life Lessons with Sheila. I'm so glad that you're here. Today we're going to talk about the widow's plate. I know the title has you curious, but let's chat. In Psalm 68:5, it says, "A father to the fatherless, a defender of widows, is God in his holy dwelling." I personally have been searching for content like this for months, almost a year now, and it isn't really out there. I mean, there is, but most widows aren't in their 40s. Most widow pages that I have come across are well into their 60s or older. And while age shouldn't matter, in connection value, to me it does. Most women in my family live to be well into their 80s, with the exception of my sister and a cousin. My sister had a fatal heart attack out of the blue, and my cousin died of adult onset leukemia. I want to create a safe haven for widows. I want to foster an open and secure conversations, a place where you can come and talk and vent and share and grow. Everyone knows that a widow has to grow, otherwise she withers and dies along with her spouse. Losing a spouse is an immensely challenging and emotional experience that can leave one feeling isolated and overwhelmed. For widows, the journey of grief and healing is unique, and finding a safe place to express their thoughts, fears, and hopes is crucial. In today's interconnected world, digital platforms offer a unique opportunity to create safe spaces where widows can chat openly and safely, providing them with a sense of community and support that can aid in their healing process. Being a widow is different than being divorced. I've had many people tell me, well, I've been divorced for 5 years. I've moved on with my life. But a divorce is a choice. When you're a widow, it often isn't a choice of yours. The isolation of widowhood. Widowhood is often accompanied by a profound sense of loneliness. Friends and family might not fully comprehend the depth of loss, leaving widows feeling isolated in their grief. Traditional support groups can be intimidating or impractical, further exacerbating the feeling of isolation. This is where online communities such as mine can play a pivotal role, offering a convenient and accessible way for widows to connect with others who share similar experiences. The power of online communities. Online communities provide a unique opportunity for widows to find solace and understanding in the virtual company of others. These platforms allow for anonymity, which can be incredibly comforting for those who might be hesitant to share their feelings openly. Through text-based communication, widows can express themselves without fear of judgment, building connections that are based on empathy, and shared experiences. Not sympathy, but empathy. Creating a safe environment. Establishing a safe place for widows to chat openly requires empathy and acceptance. Not every widow faces the same issues upon the death of their spouse. Some may have been in a marriage of convenience. Others may have lost their best friend and soulmate. I know I was judged heavily by some for laughing and cutting up online during a live just after my husband was first diagnosed with cancer. It was quite hurtful because that person couldn't see or didn't know that my husband was on our back porch, having a personal conversation and cutting up with his sister, reliving old memories. Sure, I was inside, but we had been together all week, and he needed to talk to someone else other than just me, since we have more people in our lives than just each other. It was callous and quite disturbing to read, let alone to know someone was talking ill of you for having fun online with your friends, in a moment that finally felt normal for the first time in months. Fostering connection and empowerment. A safe place for widows to chat openly can foster a sense of connection and empowerment in several ways through shared experiences, emotional expression, whether that be laughing at memories, crying, being angry, which can all be very cathartic and healing. Education and resources, which is helping widows file necessary paperwork, transfer over account names, etc., and building resilience by engaging in open conversations about their grief so they can learn to cope with challenges, develop new perspectives, and discover inner strength. A real-life impact, and the impact of a safe space for widows to chat openly goes beyond the virtual realm. It reduces the stigma surrounding grief and widowhood. That can lead to greater understanding and empathy in a wider society. It can improve your well-being by connecting with others who truly understand their journey, which can lead to improved physical health and overall quality of life. Offer friendships and support networks through genuine connections formed within the community that can extend into real-life friendships and support networks. In conclusion, I'm choosing to create a safe space for widows to chat openly and safely in a powerful way to address the isolation and challenges that often accompany widowhood. I want to offer a space for widows to connect, share, and heal without the barriers of time and geography. By fostering an environment of empathy, respect, confidentiality, this community can play a vital role in helping other widows navigate their grief journey, find solace, and ultimately rediscover a sense of hope and purpose. In Psalm 34:18, it says, "The Lord is near the brokenhearted. He saves those crushed in spirit." In Psalm 147:3, it says, "He heals the brokenhearted and bandages their wounds." This is likely to become a weekly series on my channel because I feel like more and more people are finding themselves in my position. I only have a year and a half of experience, but it's more than where I started back in December of 2021. I've grown and I've matured so much in this time, both in my faith as well as in my own widowhood journey. While I know the majority of those who come to my channel may not think this is for them, I didn't think I would need the support I'm willing to offer so soon in my life either. If you had told me 3 years ago, I would have called you a fool. Life has its way of humbling you very quickly. So if you're the type who likes to watch my channel to see if I'm failing in life, then you might want to go check yourself. Otherwise, I'd love it if you would join me on this journey, maybe to lend support to other widows, maybe to be a kind person. I am going to be opening up a Facebook group. I will link it in the description box below. You will have to answer questions, and each person will have to be personally accepted. I'm not going to just accept anybody because I don't want anybody played. I don't want anyone messed with. Being a widow isn't a joke. It takes someone very strong to lose the love of their life and still have the strength to go on and continue. In the last year, I've had several friends lose their spouses, someone I went to school with, someone I used to teach their kids. Recently, a friend of my husband's husband just passed. One of my kids' coaches. Don't think you're too young to lose the love of your life. That means don't take every day for granted. The widow's plate may be full, and it may be full of delicious things, but remember that person eats alone. It's not as comforting as it may look. With that, I'm going to bid you guys up on farewell, and I will see you again tomorrow. Goodbye.